Okay, so when you're looking to select the right handlebar for you, if you want to upgrade or replace your existing handlebars, a couple of things you want to check. First of all, we talked about preference, right? Preference in your position, how you ride your bike, how you keep your hands and your arms. So this will determine a lot about the height of the rise. Also, some people like to cut down the total width of their handlebar, especially if you're driving through the woods or through deep bush or brush. So that's something to consider, and we'll go into some features here to show you about cutting. Also, the pull back, which is the angle when you're sitting on your bike that you're pulled back this way. Again, the angle back. So another thing to check: larger bikes, generally the mounting for the steering, for the handlebar, is a 1 1/8 inch diameter. So that would be what they call a fat bar. This area is 1 1/8 inch versus a standard 7/8 inch. So you should check that first. What is your bike? What kind of diameter do you have in the mounting position? Most, if not all, bikes end up at 7/8 inch on the outside, where your grips and where your throttles go. But there is a difference in fat bars where you have the fatter center diameter. Another thing to check, let's check overall dimensions. You have existing handlebar, for example, like this one. You want to go a little bit higher. You decide you want a more comfortable position, you want to raise the height. So how do you check the dimensions? Let's look at it. First of all, you should line up your handlebar on a table. Take it off your bike, line it up on a table. If you have markings like this, some handlebars have, some don't. These markings here are for angle. Try to get it at the 0 here, pointing straight up, and then measure from the table to the bottom. You can see here, to the bottom. Let's get it flat here. To the bottom of the handlebar here. So, and you should measure it actually at the edge, so you know your total height of the rise. So you can see this one here, we are around, let's say, 10, a little bit less than 10 centimeters or 100 millimeters, just under 4 inches, versus this one, we are much higher. We are at almost 6 inches here. I can't really see it from behind here, but you can see there's a big difference in the height. So that's checking the height of the rise. Other thing you want to check is the pullback. Pull back, you take your handlebar, lay it down on the table face forward, the part that's facing away from the rider, face forward, and then measure from the table surface to the bottom of the handlebar here. Then you get your pullback angle. So you can see again, difference in the pullback angle here. Are you guys able to see it here? So that's pullback or sweep. There's different words for it. And then lastly is total width. The handlebar you just measure from tip to tip. And generally, handlebars are generally for a dirt bike around 800 to 804 millimeters, which is around 31 3/4 inches roughly. Before cutting, some people, like I said, some people like to cut them down. And as I mentioned, there are markings for angle on some brands. Some don't have it.